Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Lambeau. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20.
No, sir.
10.
No, sir.
Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 77 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it works. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A toss right to Henry. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
At the Titans' 43-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, but it's going to be second down, and that one going to be off target and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
from just shy of midfield. Tannehill flying, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Packers pick it up. The big fella, he's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tennessee.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Titans nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And he's into the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 69 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down, but he's got the... interception on a final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Score, Packers 35, Titans 6. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 66 yards.
It's a pickup of 66 yards. And the Titans first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry.
In your face!
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick Henry.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 60 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. Now and I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Packers 49. Titans 12. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
intercepted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Packers 56, Titans 12. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Khalif Raymond, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this down. Inside the 15-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 99. Check 99. Zoom. Get 300. Get 300. 54
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. But Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
They are not ready for us.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
First and 10.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Finding some room at midfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Tannehill on first down. The 20. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For A.J. Brown.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A gutsy call there. He exits the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Amos on the tackle. 5 yards on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to get a score back.
Stephen Gostkowski.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kirksey gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Being chased out left. And it's complete. Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
You go like this.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
An onside kick recovered by the Packers.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
1-yard line.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Check back 54. Jim. No chance. Hey, take 20.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Tannehill dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 67 yards. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation,
they've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They click so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change? And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Boxing. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on back north. Hands on motion man. Mike, 55. Right at 55.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There you go. Right here. 30. Go. Zero. Let's put that team on the bus. Go.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this.